see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Happy Tuesday.
How y'all doing?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing to say. Happy Credit Tea Tuesdays.
Happy Tuesday.
Yes, absolutely. Credit Tea Tuesday, best day of the week, hands down, right?
Yes.
How y'all doing?
Good. Do you two want to check your pages just to make sure you're on your page?
Sure.
Yes. Let me do that right now.
My computer's always super slow, but let me just double check. Because last time I kept telling you, Jazz, I'm not on there. And it probably was there. My laptop is so slow here. But yeah, I'm doing
I
good.
think it's because you are streaming.
Could be.
You should be on there.
Yeah, because mine is still loading. Let me see. Let me check again.
Yeah. Mine froze, Shell.
Okay. I'm good to go. I see mine.
Yeah, mine is probably there. It's just, as I said, my computer is slow, so I'm not going to stress it out. Let's see when it comes up.
So how was y'all day on our Credit Tea Tuesday?
Credit Tea Tuesday was hectic today. I almost didn't make it to Credit Tea Tuesday, okay?
It seems like we all kind of had one of those days.
Listen, I'm so glad I did, but today was a very long day for me. Outside of credit repair clients, outside of my other businesses, I was like spinning. I missed the whole consultation today, y'all. The girl was like, hey, you never called me. I was like, call me right now. I'm sorry. Call me. I'm calling you right now. I'm so sorry.
Well, do you guys want to do introductions before we get into it?
Of course.
Yes, absolutely. Shayna, you can go ahead and go first.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, you guys. My name is Shayna. I am the owner and CEO of Polished Credit Repair. I'm a part owner of Luscious Liquids. I have a bartending company. I love skating. Absolutely love skating. I do that every Thursday. I have no kids, and I cannot wait to share this topic with you guys about OPC. That's me. Oh, yes. And also to add, I'm drinking Hennessy and lime juice tonight.
Ooh, that looks good.
That's what I'm drinking tonight. Jazz, I think
always come with the drinks, man.
Yes.
I think because I changed my password or something. I think that's what's going on.
It says that we're on your page. We're definitely on Kenyatta's page. You're live. Kenyatta's live. You're live. Okay, well, I guess I'll introduce myself while you're looking at that, Shayna. My name is Jasmine Walker. I am the owner of Fullest Life Financial Group, Consulting Group. I help people with their credit. I am board certified and credit score certified. I also help people with their health. I also do a little flyers on the side. I am a business developer. I help people start their own credit repair businesses. And I am a social worker and a mom. All that and a bag of chips.
All of that, yeah.
All that.
Yes, you broke that down. Mine was short, sweet, and to the point. Yours sounded very nice. I loved it.
Thank you. Kenyatta, last but certainly not least.
Listen, Shayna came with the short and sweet. You came with all your accolades. I guess I'm somewhere in the middle. I hope I'm somewhere in the middle. It is your girl, Kenyatta Watkins Jones. Go ahead, my love.
Forgot my drink. Sorry.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking detox tea.
No Tito's, no soda? Wow.
Shayna, why did you and I both have that expression like, what the hell?
Second week in a row.
Okay, because last week it was just soda, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Soda water. This week is just tea.
Okay. Well, you go ahead, girl, with your detox tea. I may need to drink a little detox tea with you. But listen, my introduction. It's your girl, Kenyatta Watkins Jones, out of the South Florida area, amongst these two beautiful queens. I am the owner of KWJ Financial Solutions. I do have on my shirt, but y'all can't see it because I'm a little too short, but that's okay. I'm repping my own brand. Not only do I help people with get excellent credit, but I can also teach you guys how to create your own credit repair franchise. I'm a licensed life insurance agent for the state of Florida. I am the co-owner of a Taste to Remember Catering, where we make the best damn cheesecakes in Florida. I'm claiming it, okay? I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, I am an essential worker. And I'm ready to talk about the topic tonight. I am drinking something very simple. It is just juice in this cup because I too ran out of time. So I just threw something in there. I didn't have time to make my tea. So yeah,
what kind of juice are you drinking?
Apple juice to flush everything out.
Well, apple juice definitely does that.
Yes, it does. So we're excited about tonight's topic. OPC, other people's credit. Let's have a transparent moment, ladies. Have we all been there before?
Yes, I've been on both ends.
I don't think I have. I've never co-signed for anybody. Maybe we need to break down what other people's credit is for our viewers, because we kind of created this term. Are you down with OPC?
OPC.
So who wants to break down what other people's credit is? Shayna?
Go, Shayna.
Sure. So OPC, other people's credit, is basically when you are co-signing for someone or someone co-signs for you. They add you as an authorized user. Any situation where you would need to use someone else's credit to get what you want instead of using your own, whether it's an apartment, whether it's a car, no matter what it is. If you need someone else's name on that loan with you, that would be considered OPC. And being that, for example, if you are the co-signer, you'll be 100% liable for that debt. So I've actually been on both ends of it. I have co-signed for someone, and I have been in the position where I needed someone to co-sign for me. Both times were a fail. Okay, I just want to put that out there.
Really?
I've never seen it full out, but that's just me. In my life experience, in my 33 years of living, I've never seen anyone co-sign for another person and the loan was paid out at the correct time with no problems. I've never seen it. But
she's right.
That's OPC.
She's right. I'm thinking back in my mind as you speak, and I'm like, you're right. They always default on that loan.
I've never seen it work out. But OPC, you guys, is basically just using someone else's credit other than your own. Basically. Right?
Gotcha. Exactly. So we are going to talk about who's down with OPC. I'm definitely not down with OPC.
Me either.
I have to be honest. I did let someone use my credit when my credit back in the day was high. And they defaulted on the loan. And guess what? Then when my credit dropped, I had to use someone else's credit. And I defaulted on the loan.
So it just became
I know firsthand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Just having a transparent moment here.
Exactly.
That's what we're here to do.
Keep it.
But now I know better. Now I know better. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the thing. I've learned that, wow, I really screwed up this person now that I see how important credit is, because I'm so stingy with my credit. I listen, I love my mama, but I ain't gonna co-sign for her.
Listen, I wouldn't co-sign for a shoelace. You hear me? I'm not. Listen, if you can't get it on your own, matter of fact, I have a list of some things that you can do or that you can say respectfully to avoid co-signing.
Oh, we need to hear that list.
All right, I'm going to give you that list. Also, another thing is when you guys go to the lot with your friend, girl, come with me. And they give you the option. You know how the salesman is. Well, oh, yours didn't go through. Let's try hers. As the friend.
Yes.
Don't try anything with me. Sir, I'm not looking for a car. I am fine. And here are some things you can let your friend know. All right, so friend, I can help you fix your credit. That's the type of friend I am. Let me help you fix your credit so you can get this car on your own without a cosigner. The other one is you can help them with the down payment. Hey, sis, I can't cosign. I don't want to put my name down, but I do have an extra $500 I can give you to go towards your down payment. Because as you know, they're probably going to raise your down payment up if you can't get a cosigner. The other one is be an emergency backup for a payment. If they having a bad month, you can be that backup person that they can call and say, hey, sis, this is the month. I really need you. I don't have this car note. Can you help me out? And you can be that person. You can give them that option before you sign your name on a $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 loan for a friend, a cousin, an aunt. Because when those bills start rolling in, they're not going to think about, oh, I can't do Shayna like that. I can't do Kenyatta like that. They're going to say, man, let them come get the car. And they're going to ruin your credit. And my other one was just to offer to help them with something else. Listen, sis, I'm here for you for whatever, whenever. But this, I cannot help you with. So sometimes you just got to break it to them in a nice way before you sign your name on that line. Don't do it.
Those are some really good tips, Shayna.
Yes.
They are. Some of them I would have never thought about, being the emergency person in case they get in a little bind. I never would have thought of that.
Because we all need that. But if you establish that with your friend up front, they won't feel as though you're just calling, trying to leech off of them to get some money later on. We agreed to this. You said you got me. You'll be my emergency, and I need you this month. This is the month.
Right.
You can try something like that.
So now, do you give them multiple months or just like a one get out of jail card free?
I would give them, it depends. I would say it would depend on your budget and your friendship with that person. With me, you only got 1 month. Let me make sure my fingers in the right. You only got one with me. I'll give you one for the year. Use it wisely.
Right.
Use it wisely. That's all I would say. But for me as a friend, I would say, I got you, girl, one time out the year. That would be all.
I agree, because you don't want that person to then take advantage of you. And next thing you know, you done paid 5 car payments for them. And they're still talking about they need help. No, you need to budget your money is what you need. Stop splurging and budget your money.
It might as well be on your credit, giving you positive credit history too. So for me, it would have to be one get out of jail free card too.
Yeah.
I'll have to put boundaries around that one.
One. And that depends on how much your car note is. I may tell you I can give you half. It's depending on my budget because I still come first. My responsibilities would still come first, and then all right, since I don't have the whole 500, but I can give you 250. You know, and you set your stipulations whether you want it back, whether you don't want it back, whatever. But that's something that I would suggest in regards to OPC.
I love that.
I love that.
So what about like your spouse? Would you co-sign for a spouse? Like a significant other? Like we're in the long haul significant other.
Like what kind of significant other? Are we legally bound to this person?
Kenyatta, I'm reverting back to the list and I'm going to help my husband fix his credit. Okay? Because
this girl,
marriages too. I get clients who say, I'm going through a divorce. Can you help me with my credit? You know what I mean? So I would still kind of like, babe, we got to figure this out. I could be your emergency backup if you need a payment. See how I did that? I don't know.
Yeah. I have to say, I don't want to say there's anything wrong with co-signing for a husband or a wife. But A lot. I will say a lot. I won't say most, but a lot of my clients come to me because their credit was messed up in a divorce. And their previous significant other, husband or wife, did not continue to pay on the loan that they were both on.
Yeah, that they got jointly.
I mean, we don't go into marriage thinking about divorce. So that's why it's a tricky thing to talk about, because why would you marry someone if you think there's a potential that you would divorce them, and you're making decisions for what could happen if you divorce. So it's kind of a tricky conversation to have. But the reality is
tread lightly, Jasmine. Tread lightly. You may have some potential suitors out there listening.
Well, for the potential suitors, when it comes to me, the reality is, I don't know. It's kind of a tough thing to clean up. And like we talked about on our last episode, which I think this kind of plays into it very nicely, because on our last episode, we were talking about getting into relationships with people with poor credit. If you're making good decisions about who you're getting a relationship in, and you're correcting things prior to marriage, and you're not marrying someone with poor credit, you don't need to sign on their loans for cars and things. If hubby want to go get a car, he gonna go get a car under his own name. He don't need you.
Exactly.
So I guess that kind of comes into play too. The whole foundation of having your stuff together before even getting married.
That's true. What about you, Kenyatta? You're married, so
yes, you're married. So you can talk.
Well, another transparent moment. Y'all know when I do this, I'm being honest. Okay. My husband, well, he wasn't my husband at the time. He was my boyfriend. And I had a piece of crap car, kept putting me down, and he signed for me a car.
Oh no, that was just he was just being a real man, sis. That don't count.
That don't count. Well, dang. I mean, we weren't engaged or anything. We were just dating, and it was fairly new. And he was like, no, you got your son, and no, cannot have you stuck on side the road. So he actually signed for me a brand new car. And I drove it. So of course, y'all know I have done the whole credit thing in the past. So with him showing me this, it really showed me that, he cared about me and I could trust him enough to do the same, because at the time my credit was crappy anyway. His was way better than mine, but I think it was a good decision because we're married now. So it worked out. And then now we don't even have to worry about co-signing for each other or if somebody's going to default on the loan, because we put all of our money together and pay all of our bills out of one pot. So if any payment is due, it comes through me and I pay out all the bills and we put our money together. So the loan would never be defaulted on, because I'm just not going to default on the loans because I see all the money that's coming in. But I understand that not all marriages are like that. Some people like to have their own separate money, but for us, it works as one pot, and whatever each one of us need, we just say, hey, I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, just FYI, so and it works out. We never lack from anything. We both do what we want to do with the money, and we pay our bills, and so now we're both in a position that we have great credit. Of course, mine is better than his, but he's getting there. Shout out to the hubby. But now we've made this pact where even if it's a family member, Shayna, we will give out money. We'll give them money, not necessarily borrow, because if a person is already in a tight situation, you can't expect them really to give that money back to you, because already they're having issues paying their bills. So anything, we're going to educate you and make sure you have your priorities in check so you don't ever need to come and borrow the money. But really, it's just a blessing. It's a gift that we're helping
Right. You're
you
not gonna
out
put
with.
any
When I
false
give money to
expectations
people,
on it.
right, right. When I give money to people, I'm not really expecting it back because you're already in a dire situation. I already know the drill. I've been there, done that before. So as husband and wife, we're like, hey, by the way, so and so said they needed this. We cool with it, babe. We're cool. Help them out, and that's as far as it
Yeah,
go.
that's
But we
good.
both agree we're not co-signing for no one but us to better
Yeah.
our family in the situation. So that's how we do it. Everything is really united as one. It's not my money or his money. It's our money
You
together.
guys
We're
work
gonna build
together.
together. We're gonna pay all the bills together, and that's just how we roll. I just find it was easier for us. Everybody else is different, but it was easier for us.
Awesome.
And Monica says, but if you're married, you are one. So that's a
It's
good
true.
point. So when you're married, it's really not other people's credit because you're really one.
Right. You are
Right.
one, but even though you all become one, you still have separate
Credit
credit
profiles.
profiles. So
Right.
that's when I say that's the tricky part about it.
It's
But
tricky.
I can honestly say after hearing Kenyatta and the way hers worked out, I believe it's probably just based on your relationship. I'm a Taurus. I'm kind of already in a shell, already kind of my wall that I have built, it is high. So I'm usually already blocked off with my energy and certain stuff like that. So but after hearing Kenyatta's story, I kind of, yeah.
I mean, I'm recently divorced, almost finalized. So I'm still kind of like, and I just see what happens when the marriage doesn't work out. So for me, I just feel like go into the marriage, everybody has good credit. Hopefully, you don't have to co sign for anybody's loans. I mean, you could both have really good credit and both want to be on the loan because it's going to benefit both of your credit. There's so many different scenarios
Exactly. Yeah,
too. So it's not necessarily every time someone signs on someone's credit loan is because they need to for that loan. Like in
they
a
could just be
mortgage,
trying to build positive credit or build.
right? Or in a
That's true.
mortgage, you're married and you're going to get a home. It's very likely that both the husband and the wife both are going to be on the mortgage loan.
That's true.
Like you're not going to say who's going to be on the loan. Sometimes people do that because one person's credit is bad, they don't want it to be factored in. But even if you both have good credit, you're probably both going to be on the loan for a mortgage.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah. But also, guys, I wanted to share with the viewers the ways that co-signing, of course, can mess up your credit, which is just very simple, which is the person that you co-sign for defaulting on the loan or having missed payments. If you didn't know, if they miss a payment, for example, I had one of my personal clients. She was like, "Hey, I want to get me and my sister's credit done." I look at her sister's profile. Absolutely outstanding. Her sister's profile was perfect from the top to bottom with her history, with her utilization. I'm talking about she was literally like 20 points away from like 700. I mean, like her profile was amazing. But what caused her to knock down her score? She's co-signed for a car for her sister, and her sister had 2 late payments, and it reflected over to the other sister. So she was like, "Yeah, so how much for me and my sister?" I'm like, I'm not touching your sister's credit. You're the problem. It's you. But
You're the problem child.
That's how easily it can affect you. Her sister has a perfect profile apart from her sister's errors or her sister defaulting on the loan. You know what I mean? So, and then the other thing I wrote down was ways that you can protect yourself when you co-sign. And one of those ways were you act like a bank. You know what I mean? You act like a bank, you check in with them respectfully, and you just create an agreement with them. You can create your own agreement with them. Hey, we agreed to this. If you can't pay, let me know. Or you set up something with them so that way you're not defaulting. Or you could also set up alerts because you're authorized on the account as well. So that way you're up to date on what's happening with this account that you co-sign for. Because sometimes I've been in situations where myself, I co-signed for somebody and I never thought about it again. until it hit my credit, and I was like, oh snap. Yep. So when I read those tips, like check in with them respectfully, act like a bank, set up alerts, it made sense to me because those were things I did not do. And had I done them, I would have been on top of it and said, hey, you know, friend, if you don't have the payment, I got it. Let me take care of it so that way we don't, you know, get a late payment or whatever. I think that's
and it's a teaching moment. It's a teaching moment also. Now, let me ask y'all a question. What do you think about parents using their kids' credit? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
I despise it.
I don't like it.
I despise it. Like,
especially when the kids don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really despise it because...
And then you're messing up your kids' credit.
It's not as easy now, I believe, as it was back then, because we all had Bell South in our name at one point in our life. Not even being 11, I had a Bell South bill in my account. But I don't think it's that easy now for parents to do it the way they were doing it back in the 80s and in the 90s. It was so much easier back then for fraud to take place like that, because that was fraud. Don't sue your parents. Don't sue them. They love you.
Disclaimer. We're not telling you to sue your parents.
Disclaimer.
The credit tea queens are not telling you to sue your parents. I put the disclaimer out there, Shayna, so we good.
Thank you. But I do despise it. I don't think it's a good idea. Leave your children's credit alone. If anything, you should try to build their credit, not put them in a situation for a bill that you're probably not going to pay. Yes, Priscilla, I said Bell South. Girl, you know you had a
Bell South. Priscilla said Bell South. Dang, she took it back. She took it back. Wow.
I was a kid and I was like, this is my name. It was Bell South. And my mama snatched, give me this.
Y'all remember what was the company? Singular. Was it Singular?
Yep. Oh, Singular Wireless.
Yep. That's when you would have like free nights and weekends and stuff like that in minutes, and I remember that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully now we're at this stage where we're like, as a community, we are trying to understand credit, be better our own credit, have good credit, and we're trying to help our kids get to good credit scores. So hopefully we're putting our kids as authorized users on our accounts to help them build credit. We're not needing to use their credit.
Exactly.
That's what we're trying to get to.
Yeah, that's my thing exactly. Absolutely. Help them out. Add them as an authorized user as early as you can. They don't even have to know, and just continue to build their name up. So that way, once they hit 18, 21, they're already established versus hitting 21 and realizing my mom had a car in my name, had bills in my name, and I had no clue, and they're in debt. You know, you kind of hinder your child before they can even get ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, guys, I did want to share with you all on the live that in order, say, for example, you finance for somebody and you want to get out of that. I did read that you can refinance the car and leave that co-signer's name out in order to remove their name. Have you guys heard of that? Do you know how true that is?
I haven't heard that. So you would be refinancing the car in your name.
Exactly. So once you refinance, you're not going to put their name on the new loan.
Right.
And that's how you get them off.
But okay.
I have heard of that.
But I guess I would need to understand is it your car? You're trying to get them off, or
like say for example,
you were the one who needed to have someone co-sign.
Right. So say for example, let's say Kenyatta co-signed for me. And now at this point, I'm messing up her credit. I need to get her off of this loan or whatever the situation may be. I would refinance the car, but I would not put Kenyatta's name on it.
Gotcha. So, but I mean, that would definitely take someone who gives a poop, though.
Exactly. And that's what my client was saying. She was like, no, I'm trying to refinance the car so I can get my sister's name off of it. So I'm just trying to get my credit score up a little bit higher so I can refinance and take her off because I really feel bad. So, yes.
And you know, the sales people at the car lots are telling these people that now. If you're coming in and you have less than perfect credit, they'll say, hey, well, do you have anyone that can co-sign for you? And then you say, yes, they put the co-sign on. They say, well, don't worry. In 6 months, you can refinance it and take their name off and put it in your name. So that's one of their selling points. That's one of their selling points.
They do say that. I have heard that.
Priscilla is asking, what's a good age to add kids? I have
you
to
can
find
add them as early as 13, I've heard.
Yes, but each company has different ages that they allow you to add the child.
I saw it. I will find it and put it in the comments, or I will send it to one of you guys to put in the comments. But like Shayna said, there's some companies that don't have a age limit. There's some companies that start at 12, 14, 16. So what you would want to do is check with, like say you have a Chase card and you want to add your child, just check with them and see what the minimum age is if they have a requirement. Yeah. Because it varies.
Yep.
Yeah. So depending on what cards you have, like Jazz said, what accounts you have, just reach out to them and say, hey, I wanted to add add someone as an authorized user. What's the age? Or however you want to phrase that question. And, just run down your list of cards or, loans and see where you can stick them.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I've done that with my son. I just call the company and they tell you right away what's the age. So it's very simple.
Yeah.
And so and what information did they ask you for? Like just their name, date of birth? What did they ask?
Social Security.
Name, date of birth, Social Security. Pretty simple.
Yep.
But yeah.
That was it.
I would encourage anybody that has young kids to do that. I don't have any, but when I do, probably I'm trying to get their credit profile together immediately.
Yep.
Even your nieces or nephews, you can do that with them. Yep.
That's good. I'll think about it.
So who wants to talk about the free consultation contest this week?
Whoop, whoop.
Yep.
So I can talk about it as much as my brain can reach. So what we'll be doing is you have to share this live, guys. So we love coming here each and every Tuesday to give you all some credit tea and some nuggets that you may not have. But all we ask is that you just share our live. You follow us on YouTube. Not follow us, I'm sorry. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. What do they say on YouTube? Like, comment, and subscribe. Do that for us on our YouTube channel. And you can rent a free consultation. You'll be able to get a full credit analysis. It'll be able to tell you things that you can do to improve your credit. It can actually even determine if you need credit repair, if at all. So if you can just share the live. If you are catching this on the replay, you can still join that and share the live as well, because we would love to give you a free consultation, honey.
Yep, we will randomly select one person who has shared, subscribed, and one of us will reach out to you for your free consultation.
Yes, definitely. And guess what, guys? Sharing is caring. You may not need our services, but I'm pretty darn sure your friends, family, co-workers, pastor, deacons, ladies of the church need it. Okay. And shout out to my sister Monica. Her and her husband are in Vegas enjoying their me time. Monica, don't forget everything I said do. All right, I'm gonna be texting you when I get off this live. Have fun in Vegas. Y'all be safe. And thank you for everyone that, participated and commenting. My sister Priscilla, thank you, sis. Everyone else. Y'all, this was a great episode.
It really was. And Kenyatta, leave them alone in Vegas, because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Leave them alone.
But I want to make sure that it happens in Vegas. Do all the things that I wouldn't do.
Yes. All right. So are we done? We're closing out, right?
Yeah.
We're closing out. We're closing out.
We're going to go to the extra. Thanks, everyone, for joining us, and we'll see you next week with the tea.
Yes.
You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up.